pull it. Again. You're in the game. You're in the game. Have your racket head up just a little bit more. Just keep it up. There we go. Go as fast as you can. Show 'em. Pull it. Do imaginary one. See how the racket looks like it's going faster? It's when you pull with the right and push with the left, the racket flips the other way. It's going to flip the other way. Nice. Again. Not bad. Keep the racket up. It's all good. You're on fire. You're on fire! Keep it up. Ready? Keep the racket up. Now, you ready for this? Do the safety harbor special. Do your old stroke. What you did. Forget the miss hit. But you see where the racket is? Look how the racket. See how the racket's already down?
No power.
Yeah, well, limited. You know what I mean? Unless the guy hits it like 60 miles an hour, you might break your foot back. Okay? You'll see. Everything's difficult before you see. The racket's gonna flip. The racket's gonna flip when the racket head's above. Again. Come on. Ready? Keep the racket up. Now pull it. Good try. Now, the relationship between you and the ball. It's all little steps. You got to work the pocket like a quarterback. You got to adjust your feet around the ball. You're like a little too far away. Work it. You got to work it. Like your hair's on fire. You know, that's not your backhand. That's all your feet. Ready? Stretch it back more. Yeah, it's really important that his backswing, he gets it all the way back and you feel a stretch in that front shoulder. Very important. How do you feel today? Good or great? One of the best days of your life? All right. We're getting along better. There we go. Now, same thing. Hit it into the green. Racket, keep it up. Keep it up.
Yeah.
See, you can see the racket go like that. That's what we call the flip. When people say the word flip, they think it's like a flipping of the wrist. It's not that. This happens prior to contact and it makes the head of the racket go faster. And then when it hits the slot, you're home free. It's not like a flipping at the ball.
Yep.
That's what. I explained that in one video. You're doing great. Wow. Feel a difference?
Yeah.
Like, is it better, worse, same?
I like it.
I like this guy. Good. Now, the backswing. Remember what I just said? They should go back to like 630 because you always want it. You always want it a little bit what we call off center. See, if this was center, see how it's like center. You always want it. This is called the outside. You probably saw this on the video. That's called the inside. When it's to the outside and I pull it, it flips the racket down and back. You see how the racket, when I pull like from this angle, it goes down and back. But if I do it from here, it ain't gonna flip. So the point is you always want, like the forehand, see how it's off center? The racket will flip. But if I had the racket there, that's just like a semicircle. Does that make sense? So it's even on the backhand. Even though it's more forgiving on the backhand because you can kind of use the trunk more, I still want it away from the body, not in here like you're playing the guitar, okay? Away from the body, right here. You pull with the right, you push with the left, but now look where the racket goes. Here's Djokovic, look, so go. The racket, when he pulls, it goes down, look, the racket goes down, we'll pull it down, and then it goes back. It goes down and back. It goes down, back. That's what we call the flip. And that makes the racket go faster. But it's only going to happen if it's orientated a little bit to the outside. But he has to orientate it at 630. He actually did have it there, but he was at 830. So you got to have a backswing. You know, you can't just have a short stroke.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Very important. You're on fire, kid. You're on fire. Keep the head up a little bit more. Have your racket up a little bit more. There we go. Hear the sound? Yeah. There we go. Let's go, Tampa. Good. Now we get into the foot thing. It's the anxiety stuff. Remember I talked about the foot. Look, bang, like a golfer. All right. Now I'm not saying you'd never do this. There's people out there that on the internet, you'll hear people say, do that. But I'm correcting your problem. This isn't like generic type stuff. It's like this is very important because people see, well, that guy does it, or this is what you got to do. No, it's very important that he keeps his back foot back so he can get used to hitting through the slot. Because he just like on this side, he brings his foot in too soon. So just come up on your toe. Here we go. Guy's on fire. Amazing. Ready for this? Moment of truth. Did you try to hit it in the green? No, he forgot. That's okay. That's all right. You're 12. It's okay. Yeah. But one thing I do want him to do, Mom, differently, I do want him to take it back farther. Now, when people say farther, it's not farther that way. It's farther that, to the
Offside.
Yeah, on the hitting side. So when I say farther, okay, just more, grab the racket, more like stretch, more like this. You see where I'm at?
Yes.
And then look at my front shoulder, it's turned. He's kind of like this, and even though it's going to work, you can see this guy doesn't look as powerful as this guy,
Right.
So I like where you're not taking, you don't do that. That's good, but you got to stretch it back like towards your dad. Better. Good. Have that racket head above the wrist.
Yeah.
Question, does it bother you when they go out? In the match, I know it's okay. But right now, just let it go. Okay, put his racket down a little. Not bad. Don't rush. Don't rush. And that's just timing. And the fact that he's only played what you told me, that's amazing. No, seriously. It's unbelievable. It's amazing. He's only playing 500. Yeah. Yeah. You're on fire. You're on fire! Hit the ball in the green. Hit it in the green. See how it went short? First off, the technique was great. The technique was great, but he went like this. The racket is good. See, I need what we call a coil. Look, there's a
Right.
coil
When I load it.
and a recoil. You're not an engineer, are you? All right. I'm pretty good at this stuff. No, so you got this. All busy. Okay, so it's going to be a combination. You got a spring. You just got to load it more. So when you did that shot, someone might say more topspin. Aim higher. Hit it deeper. Use your legs. No, there was no coil to get a recoil. You know what I'm saying? It's like someone hitting a baseball like that, and the guy's going to be like that. Whereas the guy hitting a golf ball like that, there has to be a coil. So, and this usually happens for free on the two-handed backhand. That's why you see a lot of girls, they have so good two-handed backhand. They'll take the racket and they do a bubble loop, but they do one thing that's important. They got this, so you can just kind of throw your trunk back in there. Does that make sense? How do you feel today? I want you to set the racket. Set it back there. Don't move it. This guy listens great. I didn't mean don't move it and not hit it. I meant set it, but then hit it. But you're not the first to do that, so you're not alone. There it is. Safety harbor. Pull it. Stand up straight. Hit it off the fence. Not only am I giving you a hoodie, I'm giving you another t-shirt. But I know you can't do it. You're only 12, you're not big enough, and you're not strong enough. You can't hit it off the fence.
I heard the fans.
Is that on one bounce?
Yeah.
I'll give you another try. I don't think you can do it. No, keep the racket head up. Hold so it flips the racket. Hear the sound? See, the sound doesn't lie. Okay, the sound doesn't lie. It's efficiency of motion. It's all physics. Okay? When the head is above and you pull it, it's going to go faster. That's simple. Ready? Okay. Again, can you stretch it back or not? Yeah, stretch it back. Keep the racket up. Don't move it. Good. Let it go. I like it. So tell me what you feel different on your backhand. If you could just say like a few things, like words, or like just tell me what you feel different. Okay, so deeper and powerful. So it's not the strings, it's not the racket. once again, it's like efficiency of motion, okay? And so you're feeling stuff, and you're just getting a lot more like easy power. You know what I'm saying? Instead of him like muscling the ball. He's not muscling the ball. Ready? Here we go. Keep the racket up. At it. At it. Keep it up. Keep it up. Water. This guy's amazing. You're playing tennis? Is that crazy? Even Vanessa freaked out. She's been with me 10 years. She freaked out.